It seems to me that almost all our sadnesses are moments of tension, which we feel as paralysis because we no longer hear our astonished emotions living, because we are alone with the unfamiliar presence that has entered us, because everything we trust and are used to is for a moment taken away from us, because we stand in the midst of a transition where we cannot remain standing. And that is why it is so important to be solitary and attentive when one is sad, because the seemingly uneventful and motionless moment when our future steps into us is so much closer to life than that other loud and accidental point of time when it happens to us as if from outside. The quieter we are, the more patient and open we are in our sadnesses, the more deeply and serenely the new presence can enter us, and the more we can make it our own, the more it becomes our fate. And later on, when it happens, that is, steps forth out of us to other people, we will feel related and close to it in our innermost being. For it is not only indolence that causes human relationships to be repeated from case to case with such unspeakable monotony and boredom. It is timidity before any new inconceivable experience which we don't think we can deal with, but only someone who is ready for everything, who doesn't exclude any experience, even the most incomprehensible, will live the relationship with another person as something alive and will himself sound the depths of his own being. For if we imagine this being of the individual as a larger or smaller room, it is obvious that the most people come to know only one corner of the room, one spot near the window, one narrow strip on which they keep walking back and forth. In this way, they have a certain security. And yet, how much more human is the dangerous insecurity that drives those prisoners in Poe's stories to feel out the shapes of their horrible dungeons and not be strangers to the unspeakable terror of their cells. People have already had to rethink so many concepts of motion, and they will also gradually come to realize that what we call fate does not come into us from the outside, but emerges from us. It is only because so many people have not absorbed and transformed their fates while they were living in them, and that they have not realized what was emerging from them. It was so alien to them that they have not realized what was emerging from them. It was so alien to them that in their confusion and fear, they thought it must have entered them at the very moment they became aware of it. And they swore they had never before found anything like that inside them. Just as people for a long time had a wrong idea about the sun's motion, they are even wrong now about the motion of what is to come. The future stands still, but we move in infinite space.